When your colleagues work remotely, irregularly, how could you possibly find a time where all of you can meet physically at the office? I'm David Stiernholm, and in Done today, I'll share 2 ways to indicate where you and your colleagues plan to work in the future. But first, have you prioritized completing the many small tasks first and then, late in the afternoon, begun on the enormous, more important task? I have a better idea, and I share it in a short post on the Struktör blog right now. There's a link to it in the show notes. In the past, you could open the scheduling assistant or a similar function with a different name in your app, in your calendar, and find a suitable meeting time when all the colleagues you want to attend could attend. Then choose an available meeting room and then send the invitation. Done. If it wasn't in the calendar that your colleagues would be traveling, they would be in the office, so meeting physically in person is fine. That's no longer the case. Nowadays, it's difficult for many to know whether they should book a physical meeting or if they need to do it digitally. Will their colleagues be in the office or working from home on that specific day in a few weeks? At least, listeners to this pod have been asking me lately what the best way to easily show colleagues on the calendar when they will be working from home is, so that it's easier to book the right kind of meeting. Therefore, I've dug into the issue. I've searched for new smart calendar features in the most common calendar apps. I have imagined that there is an add-on app to use, and I have experimented with different solutions in my test environment. And I found an easy solution in Outlook, but not much more. So let me also share the solution that, in my opinion, seems to be the best if you don't use Outlook. And with that said, I'm particularly interested in what solutions I've missed that you have found, so please tell me. Do this. The solution for showing colleagues when you plan to work from home for you who don't use Outlook requires nothing more than the calendar app you use. For the day or recurring days you plan to work from home, create a new calendar booking and make it a full-day event. For the booking title, write "Working from Home" or something similar. The calendar booking will not block any time in your calendar if you set it to free, so you will still be available for meetings. However, the scheduling assistant will make the booking visible to anyone planning to invite you to a meeting, so they will quickly see that you will not be in the office that day. But if you use Outlook, click the small plus sign in the top right corner of the day, and that's where you indicate your work plan. Set the location to remote, and you're done. Because showing your colleagues where you plan to work and when will make it easier for them to find a meeting time that works for everyone who needs to attend. I had hoped that the scheduling assistant would have a function to find the next available time when all participants are in the office, but that's not yet available, at least from what I have seen. I assume, however, that there are more solutions to this problem, so email me and tell me about the ones you have found or come up with. I'm always immensely happy to get tips from my listeners. The address is david@stiernholm.com and your email will be received with open arms. Thanks for today and see you again next week.